Sheryl Crow responds to backlash over Tesla sale and Elon Musk criticism. In a bold move that has sparked widespread attention and controversy, Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Sheryl Crow recently opened up about her decision to sell her Tesla in protest of Elon Musk's political affiliations, specifically his ties to the White House. The revelation, which quickly made headlines, has prompted both praise and criticism, and, in a recent interview, Crow disclosed that the backlash escalated to a deeply personal and frightening level. Crow, a veteran of the music industry with a career spanning decades, is no stranger to public discourse and activism. She's known not only for her chart-topping hits like All I Wanna Do and If It Makes You Happy, but also for her outspokenness on a range of political and environmental issues. Her recent comments, however, have stirred particularly strong reactions, highlighting the increasingly polarized nature of American discourse surrounding public figures, corporations, and political affiliations. A statement of principles. The controversy began when Crow revealed in an interview that she had sold her Tesla vehicle. Her reason? She no longer wanted any association with Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, due to his close relationship with political leaders in the current administration. Crow expressed concern over Musk's influence in government matters and stated that she was uncomfortable supporting a figure she perceives as being complicit in policies she strongly opposes. "I felt like I had to take a stand," Crow told Variety. "There comes a point where you realize that your personal values and your consumer choices have to align. I didn't want to keep driving a car made by someone who is working so closely with an administration I believe is causing real harm." Crow's statement touches on a larger cultural conversation around ethical consumerism, where people choose to support or boycott companies based on political or social beliefs. For Crow, this wasn't just about a car, it was about drawing a line in the sand. Fallout and a frightening encounter. While some fans and fellow activists applauded her stand, not everyone reacted positively. Crow soon found herself on the receiving end of intense backlash, including hostile messages online and, most disturbingly, an in-person confrontation. In the same Variety interview, Crow revealed that an armed man trespassed on her property following her public comments. "There was a moment where I actually really felt very afraid," she said. "A man got on my property, into my barn, and he was armed. It doesn't feel safe when you're dealing with people who are so committed." The incident served as a stark reminder of the risks that come with speaking out, especially in today's politically charged environment. While celebrities often use their platforms to influence public opinion, they are also vulnerable to extreme reactions from both supporters and critics. Despite the scare, Crow remains resolute. She emphasized that she doesn't regret making the video and public statement, explaining that her motivations were rooted in concern for her family and the future. "I can't help it," she said. "I feel like I'm fighting for my kids, and that's the way I was raised. There have been times when it hasn't really been fun, but I follow my Atticus Finch dad. I'm very similar to him. If I see something that seems unfair, I speak out." A complex relationship with the public. What makes Crow's situation particularly complex is her long-standing professional relationship with Kid Rock, a musician known for his staunch support of former President Donald Trump. The two artists collaborated on the popular single Picture in 2002, which remains one of Crow's most recognized tracks. While their collaboration was musically fruitful, their political paths have sharply diverged over the years. Kid Rock has remained a vocal conservative figure, often aligning himself with right-wing politics and Trumpian rhetoric. In contrast, Crow has consistently used her platform to advocate for environmental causes, stricter gun control, and progressive values. This contrast underscores the shifting dynamics in celebrity culture, where political affiliations increasingly define public personas. Despite their differing views, Crow has not publicly denounced Kid Rock, choosing instead to focus her criticism on Musk and his perceived political influence. Still, the juxtaposition of their careers continues to be a talking point among fans and media alike. Donating to NPR. A final statement. After selling her Tesla, Crow didn't keep the proceeds. Instead, she donated the money to National Public Radio, NPR, an organization she described as being under threat from Tesla or Elon Musk, or, as she put it, President Musk. The reference to President Musk may have been tongue-in-cheek, but it highlights a growing concern among some Americans that powerful tech executives wield too much influence over government policy and media. Musk, who has frequently made headlines for his social media posts, business decisions, and political comments, remains a deeply polarizing figure. Crow's donation to NPR was intended as a symbolic gesture, redirecting funds from a corporation she no longer supports to an institution she believes is under siege. In doing so, she not only took a stand against Musk, but also reinforced her belief in the importance of independent journalism and informed public discourse. The bigger picture. Sheryl Crow's story is a microcosm of a larger societal shift. Increasingly, artists, athletes, and public figures are expected to take stances on issues ranging from politics to climate change to corporate ethics. While some embrace this responsibility, others shy away from it, fearing the backlash that can come with choosing sides. Crow clearly is among those who believe silence is not an option. "I've always believed that you have to live by your values," she said. "My parents used to say, 'You are who you hang out with.' Well, I think that applies to the companies you support too. There comes a time when you have to decide who you're willing to align with and who you're not." Her decision may not have been universally popular, but it was undeniably principled. And in an age where many choose to remain on the sidelines, Sheryl Crow's willingness to take a stand, despite the risks, makes her voice all the more impactful.